I love Greek ladies. God, there's some beautiful Greek girls. Yeah, the fame side of it was never the most important part of my life. I was always able to keep it in perspective.
Το Superstar βρίσκεται στο Λονδίνο, στη μέκα της μουσικής σκηνής. Ήρθαμε να συναντήσουμε ένα Superstar για να μας δώσει μια αποκλειστική συνέντευξη. Πάμε να το δούμε. Εντάξει. First of all, I would like to thank you very, very much on behalf of Superstar, which is the show that I'm hosting, and on behalf of Star Channel for receiving us today and having us over with your hospitality and all that nice stuff. And I'll go straight into it and tell you, and you know.
Well, let me say Yasu. Yasu Greece.
Yasu to Christina. Christina is my co-host.
Christina, hello, Christina.
And Christina likes you very much and all that. She told me wish you the best and future success here. Okay. So first of all, I'd like to talk about the 80s.
Right.
And in the 80s you made a big success in the music scene with your sound and your touch, your signature on it, which went on for many years in the decade. True.
Yeah.
Then for a while you stopped, and now you have your comeback. Also. And I'd like to stay a little bit on your plans for now and your comeback. What is it?
Can I just put you straight on something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the fact is that we didn't have a break.
You didn't?
Not me personally. The band, we lost 2 members in '85. Andy Taylor and Roger Taylor, the drummer. Andy Taylor played guitar. They both left the group in '85. And it was getting the band back together in 2001.
How do you see it now? How is it Duran Duran doing its moves now for the future? What are your plans, for example?
Well, we released our first album since the reunion, Astronaut, in 2004. We've been touring non-stop since that happened, and we were touring before that as well. The project has been on the road for 2 years, really. And we've finished that project. We finished in August. We played our last shows of the Astronaut tour. We played in Japan. Took 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off, and we reconvened in San Francisco, where we started to write new songs for the next Duran Duran album.
You're having a strong comeback.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, we played. I mean, since in those 2 years of touring, we played something like 180 shows.
It's quite a lot.
It's a lot.
Lot. It's a lot.
It's a real lot.
Athens was a success. I know that.
I thought that the show that we played in Athens was one of the highlights of the whole 2-year tour. In fact, it was probably the highlight. We had never played there before. It was a total surprise to us. The reaction we got off the people was just incredible.
You had 15,000 people, I found.
Yeah, 15,000. That's a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot.
A lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
I mean, I'd love to have played closer to the city.
You would have preferred.
I would have liked to have, because I think more people would have come, because it is a long way out, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. It's quite a distance.
As we found on our way back.
Yes, as we both found on our way back. Yeah.
But it was great.
Do you find that you have the same following as you did from the past when you were all together in the 80s? Is it the same kind of thing?
Well, I think some of the
recognizing you as much?
Some of the people are the same.
Some of the people are the same.
Some of the people are the same people, and they've grown up in the same way we've grown up, you know. And some of the ones, I mean, there are faces you see in the crowd who you recognise from literally from 25 years ago.
The older crowd,
and she's still there. She's still in the front row. She's still screaming her head off, you know. What we've noticed is we get quite a lot of guys come to the concerts now who wouldn't have been seen dead at a Duran Duran concert in 1982, because in 1982 we were a girls' band. You know, we were considered to be a girls' band, and guys didn't come and see us.
Yeah.
Guys came to pick girls up, because if you wanted to go somewhere which was full of women, a Duran Duran concert was a pretty good bet, you know. So we had that, but a lot of guys come now, I think, who've maybe bought the records or quietly, like Duran Duran, didn't make a big noise about it, and
they didn't want to go up front.
But now there's nothing. Now that there's no anxiety or embarrassment attached to coming to see the band.
Right.
A lot of people, I think, who didn't see us the first time round, who got into the band, who come to see us. I don't know if you had it in Greece, but here we had this huge phenomena of what I call the made-for-TV band. You know, they had Pop Idol here.
Yeah,
so it was a competition to see who was there, and it was like a talent competition.
How do you feel about these Pop Idols?
Well, I feel that they served a purpose. They brought a lot of people gave a lot of people interest in music, but it was a lot of grannies and a lot of kids and mums and dads.
Do you think it's a misleading issue to put people through this process so quickly?
I think what it did was it made a lot of people for whom it was their main experience of music, particularly children, think that what's important is being famous and being glamorous.
And that's giving them that message, isn't it?
And all that, and having the approval of a panel of judges, you know, when really what's important is being honest and having, communicating your honesty and not giving about the TV panel, you know, being a little bit subversive and being, that's what counts to me.
Did you ever have, now talking about ladies, did you ever have any difficulties with fans, like harassing you in your career or stuff like that? Because we hear of that in rock bands.
Nothing I couldn't deal with.
Nothing you couldn't deal with, normal stuff.
You know, I'm a big guy and I'm not really scared of very many things, you know.
I mean,
if people hang outside the street, I go and talk to them.
Right.
And I say, hey, it's not cool, you know. Right. This is my home, I live here, and it's my one refuge. I don't want to have an audience every time I go out to buy a pint of milk from the corner shop.
Do you have any good friends from
other bands?
From other bands?
Yeah.